Hey guys, Masterkizz back with some Borderlands 2 for you today. Hopefully if I push this button, it will be up on your screen. Recording with XSplit today, and hopefully I've got one of my overlays back. I've just been messing around with some of my old After Effects files to see if I could recover my legendary overlay. So what I'm going to do is a few runs of the treasure room. I was watching Morning After Kill earlier today, my time, trying to get in here, and he is absolutely terrible at it. He'll be the first person to admit that, but yeah, there's so many different techniques to get into here, and there's no correct way to get in. All I can say is you get into this treasure room the way you can get into it. It's as simple as that. A lot of people like to do different techniques, look at a rock, look here, do a grenade jump. There's just no correct way to do it. So just get in any way you can and crack them chests. It's something I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really wish they would have put like an iridium gate there. If it was an iridium gate that scaled to each player in the game, say it would cost you 50 iridium, even 100 iridium to open the door to have a run of the treasure room. It'd make iridium a more valuable commodity in the game, and it could go, for each player it could increase by 50, so that if there were four players in the game, each of those players it'd add 50 iridium to the total it would take to open the door. But it's just something that I wish they would do. It's something that Gearbox have said though, where they don't like the idea of you being able to pay to get legendaries. I think that it sort of goes against their ethos with the game, but it's something that they actually did in the Torg DLC when they put legendaries in the machines. I know that those DLCs are actually contracted out to like houses that are part of Gearbox, but they're like subcontracted to actually make those DLCs. I don't know how that got past them, because they've always said we don't like the idea of you actually being able to just buy or get legendaries, and that's exactly what they did. Anyway, enough rambling. What I'll do is I'll just hit the treasure room a few times. Hopefully we can get a legendary, and I might be able to test out my old overlay to see if it still works. And we might talk a little bit about the upcoming next generation, I suppose you could call it, with the new consoles coming out in the way of the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Things are starting to heat up, getting closer to the date, and I suppose we could talk in the comments about what, for the people that are going to buy them or are going to get into them, I should say, what are you most looking forward to as far as new titles coming out. I think that for the Xbox One, I think what I'm going to do is probably buy the PlayStation 4 first. I mean, what I've said all along is I'm going to buy the PlayStation 4 first, but for me, I have no allegiances either way. I mean, I play the games for the games. I don't care what console or system they're on. And the thing is, with both of those systems, is they both have some really killer exclusives. I mean, Gran Turismo on PlayStation has always been just an absolute magnificent driving game, and you can have so much fun in it. And I cannot wait until they actually do something with a PlayStation 4 version. They were speaking about doing Gran Turismo 6, which is going to come out towards the end of this year for the PlayStation 3. And I think they were talking to the producer from I think it's Polyphony Digital that does Gran Turismo, and he said that Gran Turismo 6 for the PlayStation 3 could eventually evolve into Gran Turismo 7 for the PlayStation 4. So I don't exactly know what that means. Maybe they could use it as a platform to build upon, and actually maybe just pump the graphics up a bit, because the physics and the simulation, I imagine, would be the same. Of course, the PlayStation 4 is going to have a bit more power, but not sure what they're going to do there. But anyway, as far as what I'm looking forward to there, definitely the Gran Turismo series on the PlayStation. A lot of people are hyped about the Killzone. I've played the Killzone games before, and I wasn't really into them. They're not too bad, but they're not something I'd hold in the league with with maybe the like. I mean, I feel bad to say it, but I'm not going to hold it in the league with like Call of Duty or something like that. It just doesn't have that same appeal to me. But again, games appeal to all different people, and that's just my opinion. But yeah, but I'd say Gran Turismo is pretty much the number one thing I'm looking forward to on the PlayStation platform. As far as the Xbox goes, I think I was going to say that I plan to buy the PlayStation 4 all along, and now that the release date's out, I think it's November 29th for Australia. So it comes out on the 15th for you Americans over there, which is a little bit frustrating that you can get it so much earlier. And it also means that if you were going to do videos and things like that with the new system, it puts me at a disadvantage if I wanted to get content out, because I have to wait pretty much 2 weeks before I can get my hands on the system compared to the Americans. But that's neither here nor there. What I was going to say is that I want to buy the PlayStation 4 first. Oh my god! Is that an Infinity? Are you kidding? Oh, rapid! Here we go, let's see if this works. Legendary. It's back!
That sentence had too many syllables. Apologize!
It's back, sucker! Yes! Alright, we're gonna screenshot that. That one goes to the library. Oh man, we'll leave him sitting there for a second. Legendary. Sweet. Alright, we'll go back to this. Yeah, I plan to buy the PlayStation 4 first, but the thing is, with its release date being announced, if the Xbox One honestly gets announced as an earlier release date, I'm going to buy that first. I'm going to buy whichever one is available first, because they're going to have games I want to play the day that they're released. So, again, I have no allegiance here nor there. My allegiance is to the actual games themselves. And if the Xbox One comes out first, I'm buying the Xbox One first. But the first day the PS4 comes out, Infinity, I'm buying that as well. I can't believe we got an Infinity. Legendary. Gotta run that again, brother.
That sentence had
Brothers
too many
and sisters.
Apologize!
Oh, grab that one. Oh man, that was sweet. But yeah, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to as far as the next generation of consoles goes. Are there any games? Are there any particular features that you're really looking forward to? And I know there's a lot of younger viewers that probably follow me as well. And I know for a lot of you have to make the choice. In a lot of cases, you're probably in a position where your parents are going to buy you the system, and you're going to have to. They're going to go, all right, Billy, which one do you want? And you're going to be like, you have to make that choice. And I mean, why, like, if you are in that position, why are you going to pick one system over the other? I mean, like I said earlier, the exclusives are the thing that would make you want to have both systems. But I realise not everybody is in the position to actually be able to afford or buy both systems. But I think Forza Motorsport is something I'm really looking forward to on the Xbox One. It looks like it's going to be incredible. From what I've seen so far, the graphics they just look too good. I mean, they've done it with pretty much all of the Forzas and all of the Gran Turismos in the past, where they would actually have preview videos and you'd watch it and you'd be like, man, those graphics are sick. And then the game comes out and you're like, look at all those jaggies. And it looked nothing like it, because the teaser videos or the preview videos are generally pre-rendered. But the Forza ones that they've shown so far have said this is all in-game. And it looks incredible. I mean, if they can get that sort of real-time graphics processing happening for that game, it's going to be so fun to play. And it was always a good game. I think the first time that you play it, when you get into it and you can jump in with a bunch of friends and they're like, oh, let's do up like a Class C, Class S, whatever series car. And just meet me at this track, and everyone just turns up with a different car, and you just have like a crazy race, or even you set up some crazy drift battles. And the fact that you can do the custom graphics and things on cars as well, as you can do some really funny stuff. I'm surprised I haven't seen many Borderlands Forza cars that people have tweeted to me. I've seen a couple, but the Borderlands designs are fairly large, and I think would be reproducible on the actual the Forza graphics engine there. So if you have any Forza cars that are done in Borderlands colours or Borderlands livery, then feel free to tweet them to me, and if they're decent, I might retweet them. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, the next thing that I'll probably buy as far as the next big game, I would say is going to be Grand Theft Auto 5. I've got that pre-ordered on the Xbox 360. So the day that comes out, the second that is available, I will have that. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the collector's edition. It's sold out, I think, in the first hour or two in Australia. So the only difference was, I think that the collector's edition, it came with like a leather safety deposit bag sort of thing. But again, I'm a sucker for all the Grand Theft Auto things, so I would have loved to have got one of those. But I got I think it's just the limited edition. It still cost me $120 for the limited edition, so we still get absolutely gouged for pricing over here. I think the limited edition in America is $69.95, maybe $79.95. So we pay the good old Australia tax. That's how we have such nice weather here. We pay for it. It's pretty much. But yeah, I honestly felt like just doing a video and talking about what's coming up, because it's going to be an exciting time. And I think one of the big things that everyone's waiting on is for Sony to actually make the announcement whether their games are going to have HDCP protection on them. Now, what this is for anybody that does recording for YouTube or recording just for fun to do video editing and uses HDMI, would know exactly what HDCP is, which is it's like an encryption protocol that generally what it was used for is that the PlayStation 3, when it first came out, because it was a Blu-ray player, they wanted a way so that you couldn't actually directly copy the digital output. Because HDMI is a digital output, you can pretty much get a one-to-one perfect copy of whatever's on the disc straight out of that cable. And what they wanted to prevent was people being able to directly record that signal and make a perfect copy of a Blu-ray movie, which would have meant that, I mean, it's rampant now that the technology's cheaper, but it really did put a curb on it, because it made Blu-rays much harder to copy, because they had the content protection, which is the encryption on their system, which meant through HDMI you couldn't actually directly use a HDMI capture card or a HDMI capture device, because it would say HDCP encryption and it would block the signal. Now, the biggest problem with that is they also had it on their games, which meant that for products like, in my case, I've got AverMedia Live Gamer Portable and I've got an AverMedia Live Gamer HD. They're both HDMI capable capture cards, but when you plug HDMI into one of those capture cards from a PS3, whether you're trying to record the dashboard, whether you're trying to record a game or anything, it will just pop up and say HDCP encrypted, and it will block it, so you can't record with HDMI. And that was something that they said was part of the Blu-ray protocol. Now, the interesting thing is that Xbox have come out recently and said you will be able to record games exactly the same way that you've always been able to do on the Xbox 360. Now, that's interesting to me, and in some cases I think it's probably open to interpretation. I don't know whether it actually means that capture cards are all going to work perfectly with the system, but most of the manufacturers are all listing Xbox One and PS4 as compatible with their capture cards. Elgato do it now. I believe Hauppauge do it, and AverMedia do it as well on their new products. They say they are compatible. So I would say they've probably got some sort of industry insider that has said yes, or they've contacted them directly and said, will your product work with our product? But Xbox have come out and said that you will be able to record gameplay, but it's weird because the Xbox One is still a Blu-ray player. It has a Blu-ray drive, which means it's going to play Blu-ray movies, which means technically it should have HDCP encryption. So what the thing I was thinking of they've probably done is they've only had the HDCP encryption applied to when a Blu-ray movie is being played, and it would mean that when a game's being played, the HDCP is actually shut off. Now, that could be, it probably is a more difficult thing to actually do. It would mean maybe having to design a new chip that would actually read disc or detect the disc to say, yes, turn off HDCP for this particular disc. Now, with PS4, they haven't come out and announced anything like that. So if they follow suit with the PS3, it's going to mean PS4 will have HDCP on games and on Blu-rays. So for Blu-rays, it doesn't matter. But for people that want to record games via HDMI, if the encryption that is there, the protocol's there, it means you're not going to be able to record them. So I've been hoping that they would have actually come out and said, yes, we're going to do the same thing, or you know, like, this is our way to tackle it. This is how we're going to do it. I know that both systems have integrated recording software, integrated recording systems, but it's not the same as being able to record a direct digital feed directly from the console. You really want to be able to record basically what is coming directly out of the console and seeing on your TV. That's what you want to be able to record. And I think that you are limited to certain times as well. I had the times, I had them written down, I can't remember what they were. I think that the PS4 is a little bit longer, but we're only talking in terms of something like 10 and 15 minutes for max record time. So it's not going to be the best if you wanted to do like 30-minute Let's Play episodes. That's why you really want to be able to use those capture cards so you can do those full-on 30-minute feature-length films where you're playing video games. So, but yeah, it's something that I hope PlayStation comes out and says, yes, we intend to do the same thing. There will be no encryption on our games, and you will be able to record them without any problem, because that would be a huge boost for the actual system, and it would mean that a lot of people wouldn't have to change or upgrade their recording hardware, and from day one you would see PlayStation 4 content up on YouTube, which again is something good for the company and for the system as a whole, because it's been proved that so many people look to like digital media now before they actually buy a game. So many people will watch a few episodes of a Let's Play. They'll watch somebody that their opinion they trust on a game. They'll watch them talk about the game before they actually make up their mind to buy it. And if they were to take away that how should I say that what's the word? I hate it when you've got a word. That availability, opportunity, there's a word there, I can't get it right. That feature to actually to be able to record directly from the HDMI. If that's not there on the PS4, I think it's just going to hurt more than anything. Oh man, been rambling. I'm just so excited for all the new stuff coming out. It's been 8 years since the launch of the consoles. I mean, 8 years is a huge time frame between systems. So it's about time that they've stepped up. And it's something that's just going to push development forward. And not only console development, it's going to mean that if consoles are more in line with what a PC can do, it means it's not going to hold back graphics development for ages and ages now. Graphics development has been held back because the money is honestly in the console market. That's where people buy their games. The console market takes up a huge portion of game sales in the industry, and because that was basically it, and it's basically 8-year-old technology, what would be the point in developing AAA titles for PC that you could actually make a console equivalent, or just make it on console, use lower quality graphics, lower quality everything, and basically just get that out rather than doing a huge big PC project for a much smaller market. So, but now the fact is that they could actually, another legendary. We might finish it out on this one. I'm just rambling now. Yeah, the fact is they have more parallel now. So if you have a AAA title being developed for the console, or a AAA title being developed for the PC, now they can go, okay, now the restraints are all off. We can go to town on the PC graphics, and the consoles aren't that far behind now with the PS4 and the Xbox One coming out. So you're going to see PC graphics improve over the next 2 years out of sight. And once the development picks up on the new consoles, you're probably going to see some really innovative things brought by developers as well. So, BAM! Sucker! Legendary.
That sentence had too many syllables. Apologize!
Oh man, we haven't had legendaries out of this room for literally so long. Alright, so what have we got? That was all the outsides. Okay, let's go to the inside. See if we can make it a double footer camera. But anyway, guys, this was just a rambling, ranting video. I thought I could maybe do something like this. More than Afterkill does a weekly looting video, and I was thinking it could be something I could do weekly, where I could have a topic. People could leave a topic for discussion in the comments.
That is beautiful.
Big plasma cannon. People could leave a topic in the comments, and maybe I could talk about that, or I could ramble about it. I know a lot of people like to listen to me ramble on and just ramble on, but I'm happy to do little videos like this, and I always love cracking the treasure room. So anyway, guys, let me know. So the topic of this discussion was the next generation of the new consoles. Let me know which one, if you have to pick one, which one are you going to buy and why? What titles are you looking forward to on the Xbox One and the PS4? And yeah, go to town, discuss, be friendly, don't start a console war or I will blow up the comments. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and until the next video, we'll see you later.